You heard it from a fan right here. Pack is back.
Hey, what do you see? What do you say? It's Go Pack Go all day, back again with another video, and today we're going to talk about Dontayvion Wicks. Dontayvion Wicks, I guess it's kind of sort of old news a little bit, but Josh Jacobs basically said during the offseason that the Packers just need to go out there and get themselves a number one wide receiver. And I guess Dontayvion Wicks responded. He didn't quite like that comments of Josh Jacobs and wanting to go out and get a proven, consistent number one receiver for the Packers. And so there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that because Dontayvion Wicks statistically, right, he had 581 yards receiving last season with 58 targets. This past season in 2024, he had 415 receiving yards and way more targets at 76. So that to me seems like, this guy needs to work on catching that football a little bit more. And so the Packers, they went out there and they got themselves a couple more wide receivers to create more competition for this roster, for this wide receiver core to maybe, maybe they statistically will get better now that there's more competition. So you got Matthew Golden in the first round. Apparently, people are saying this guy is just phenomenal. He's got the characteristics of what it takes to be a number one wide receiver. And they also go out and they get Mecole Hardman. They go out and they get Savion Williams. Christian Watson is a really good receiver, but he's still recovering from a ankle injury, ACL, I believe. But Dontayvion Wicks, now's the time to prepare. Now is the time to prove people wrong. Now is the time to do what you got to do to get on that field and catch every football in front of you. You got to keep your eyes on that football and catch that thing, and then thinking about running with that ball. So I think for him, he kind of has to work on basically what the Lions receiver does. The Lions receiver that does that catching of the football with a machine on a daily basis. He does like 200 catches. I believe his name is St. Brown. St. Brown. It's a Lions receiver. Do what the Lions receiver does and catch the football from a machine. 200 catches per day. And get better gloves. Maybe get better cleats. Do what you got to do to catch that football. Prove people wrong. And then maybe, just maybe, you are the number one receiver of this team. So yeah, Amarana St. Brown does this, and this guy has over 1,000 receiving yards. That's the number one receiver right there. But Josh Jacobs made that statement for a reason, to light a fire on these receivers, because having 76 targets and only having 400 plus receiving yards is not going to cut it, Got to be catching that football a whole lot more. I know Savion Williams is one of those that kind of has a catching issue, drops issue. You don't want to be dropping that football. If that football is in range and it's near you and you're a receiver on the Green Bay Packers, you best believe better be catching that football, because the competition is here this year more than any year in the past, more than last year. So Dontayvion Wicks, you know what you have to do to prove people wrong. We all believe in you, buddy. You got the build to do what it takes. Doesn't matter how open you can get yourself, but you need to catch that football. Get yourself open, catch that football, and then do what you have to do. Put up some yards, get more touchdowns. You had 5 touchdowns last season, 4 touchdowns before that. But I think you have the ability to break out this season. And if a couple of these wide receivers break out this season, this offense is going to be phenomenal. You have Josh Jacobs, who is healthy, and you have Marshawn Lloyd running the football. You have Luke Musgrave coming back and Tucker Kraft, both tight ends, are ready to go. So, Dontayvion Wicks, let's see what you can do. If not, this might be your last season here with the Packers, but I hope for great things for you. And on that note, hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons, and go Pack Go all day.